Photo by Denis Poroy, Getty Images. Free agency isn't what it used to be for the Chicago Cubs or anyone else. It seems the halcyon days of veteran stars and venerable bench players being valued and sought after for their leadership and clubhouse presence have been replaced by a new age filled with analytics and algorithms. Older players have been replaced by AAA or quadruple A type guys who only cost the league minimum. While it's a convoluted and legitimate discussion, and many, including Adam Wainwright, are having to have given the landscape of baseball economics at the moment, the free-falling and failing free agent market was not the hottest contractual topic on the brink of spring training 2019 this past week. The stories this week, the ones not focusing on Bryce Harper and Manny Machado still not having a job, taking center stage were Aaron Nola and Luis Severino both signing lucrative contract extensions that will buy out arbitration years and, ultimately, set them up for life. Nola, who signed his on Valentine's Day, seemed to be quite content and happy about taking what many considered a team-friendly deal. He even admitted he doesn't play the game for money, and in rare form, put that money where his mouth was at a news conference announcing the 4-year deal. It will most likely keep him in Philadelphia until he is 30 years old. A club option for a 5th year is possible and will probably be exercised if Nola continues pitching at a high level. Severino, a year younger than Nola, signed a very similar 4-year deal with the same 5th-year club option as Nola. While both details are great for the players and teams alike, given the fact that the players get guaranteed money instead of arbitration and the teams get great young talent they already are familiar with for cheaper than they'd cost on the open market, you can bet the MLBPA did some cringing when the deals were announced. Why, you ask? Not to belabor the point, but both of these deals come at a time when all-star players are having a hard time getting paid what they feel is fair market value in free agency. The deals also come in the midst of labor strife and uncertainty regarding the CBA, which will expire in 2021. Also, these weren't the only extensions given in the past week, they were just the most prominent names signed. The small-market Minnesota Twins also locked up young position players, Max Kepler and Jorge Polanco, to 5-year deals to eat up arbitration years at a relatively low cost. Next, can they pay off the professor? Page 2. Use your arrows to browse. Photo by Jonathan Daniel, Getty Images. While these signings might generally be a happy afterthought on the way to spring training, none of the deals were worth more than $45 million in guaranteed money, a fact that no doubt made more than a few eyebrows raise. Setting the labor strife and union issues aside for a second, this is pertinent as Cubs fans because the Cubs have a few players in their young core who fit right in with some of the players who just recently signed extensions. Heading that list is the man who gets hitters out quite frequently while only rarely breaking 90 miles per hour, Kyle Hendricks. While Hendricks is in his age 29 season and 2nd year of arbitration, he is a guy who the Cubs could lock up with a 5- or 6-year deal due to the fact he will most likely age very well. As a guy who isn't reliant on velocity, it's probably that Hendricks will continue to get hitters out well into his 30s while his peers struggle to adjust to lost giddy-up on their heaters. While the Cubs would seem to benefit more than Hendricks would in this deal, as he is set to become a free agent in 2021, Hendricks could see the value in an extension that would pay him handsomely and guarantee he stays in a Cubs uniform through his prime and beyond. It's also very possible some players would be willing to sign deals before the current CBA expires, fearing what might happen after 2021, or in an effort to stash money away in advance of a potential work stoppage. Use your arrows to browse.